What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Animal Crossing live stream. I'm Dan, this is Crossing Minute, and today we will be working on the island some more. Yesterday we got a whole bunch of work done, and we even managed to start doing some decorating. I think today that's what we're going to mostly be doing, is decorating up some of these areas that I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do with yet. And that's going to be fun, because as we start to shape them into the image we want, that tends to spread and makes a lot of the decorating around other parts of the island a lot more easy. So, let's head downstairs. Let's say hello to some folks. I see some Lorenzo, Luigi, Lydia, Adara. How's it going? Peach Queen, Savannah's Corner? Okay, got it. Okay, Ice Cream Sandwich is back, and Nutella Kitty, Galaxy Battle, Mo Posts. Welcome, everybody. All right. So, let's see here. I need to show you guys around, show you what we kind of got done yesterday. I'll show you the progress, too, on moving stuff. We moved Nooks down here temporarily, just to get it a little more out of the way. I don't even know if it was far enough, but I hope it was. Lance, how's it going? And now we can get rid of all of this stuff here and begin to shape this whole kind of area on this river that runs north to south. And then we've already started to work on the river that runs east to west. We got our first bridge placed down. So we ordered that last night. It just came in today. And we've started to build out these little fountain areas and start to put, we've started putting seating alongside the river as well. There's a few decisions I want to make about this today still. Not too sure about these bushes here, but they could go somewhere else. And I did also manage to get friends' help on getting some white roses. So these other roses here are white and they will bloom in a couple days. But otherwise, both fountain areas are just about done. And this sort of aesthetic is going to spread alongside this whole area here, I think. But yeah, cool. I know I'm missing some chat messages here. I've got like 100 things I'm trying to keep at top of mind right now. Let me go ahead and get my construction cap on. All right. You got your Stitches plush? Congratulations. When you change your name, no one recognizes you anymore. Gotta be careful changing your name around. Chuck, how's it going? Welcome. Can we play one day? I'm not making any promises in terms of like events where we're gonna be doing any meetups in the game or anything like that. But who knows? Maybe one day. Pink Pop, you're not late at all. We just got started. Thank you for being here. And even if you are late, that's okay. There's no rule against living your life. All right. I love my gas station, but I'm tearing it down. We may recreate it in the future. But we need to get rid of all this stuff and consider what we're going to do for the middle section here. So I did look up a little bit of inspiration today on various versions of a canal district/street, depending on how you want to look at it. And a lot of folks out there have a lot of really cool ideas. Some cooler than others in terms of my own opinions and my own style. And I'd say maybe I know about 10% more what I want to do. So it wasn't as helpful as I had hoped, but it was still pretty helpful. Mostly what I'm trying to figure out is the types of buildings I want running alongside our canal, if any. It may not even be buildings. It might be just various little projects, like seating areas and little coffee shops and stuff like that. I can't get this. There we go. Thanks again for the custom design code in the wooden path. Yeah, sure. I'm glad I was able to find it. I gotta like walk right on top of this thing to get it to kick away. Library. Yeah, could make a library. Could do all kinds of stuff like that. And we should have the grass tiles up. All right, let's get rid of all the stone. I'm pretty good on the terracotta path. I've been questioning whether or not I want to go with that or not. And the more I've used it and started to play with it, the more I've liked it. So had I changed my mind before the stream today, I probably would have started paving over it already. So still haven't changed my mind on that. Cat 2, how's it going? Back-to-back stream day. Yeah, we don't always do that, but sometimes. And I'm still trying out other days, too. So be sure to keep an eye out on the channel. I try to schedule these ahead of time for you guys so you can know when the heck they're happening. Might try some day in the middle of the week at some point. Maybe as we get closer to summer, honestly. It's going good. How's the remodeling? So far, so good. I say that with a question mark because I'm kind of still figuring a lot of it out. One of the things we need to do today, though, is make sort of a grid. Some kind of grid. I don't know what it's going to be yet. But we need to figure out the best places to put down bridges. And to do that, I think the easiest way is to develop a, you know, just a couple of grids with the paths. All right. Oh, Lord, it's the liar. Yep, lying Monty. There he is. Smugly sitting on a bench. Look at him. Look at this guy. Just lives his life basking in his wrongdoings. All right. So, one of the things that I've always been a little bit irked by on this design is that this bridge never ended up lining up properly with this bridge. I had to put like a curve in my path. I don't know if, actually don't know if I ever fixed it. Let's measure it out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I fixed that when it was bothering me the most. If I just make kind of a straight path going here, I'll just be able to get a good sense of that. Yeah, it looks like... Never mind. It looks like I did fix that. Okay, cool. That is good news for this bridge, because that means this bridge may not have to get destroyed. Which is... It's good news for me, too. Everybody wins. There he is. Get out of here, Monty. Everyone's mad at you. Look at the chat's really upset. Lion monkey walking. Am I planning on making any Pokemon Snap gameplay? No. This is an Animal Crossing channel. There will not be gameplay of any other games on this channel. If I ever did that, it would be on another channel or Twitch or something like that, but there's no plans for that either. Not that I don't like other games. It's just not wise. Now I can't tell you what that means 2 years from now, but for the immediate future, yeah, there's not going to be any other games. All right, let's keep going. Terraforming. Doing a lot of terraforming. Not having to destroy bridges is always good. I wish destruction was instant so you could rebuild quickly. Yeah. Well, it can be if you're the type of person willing to time travel. I am not. But, yes, certainly could be. This bridge, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about this bridge yet. But this one can certainly stay for now. Look, I'll even give it a little bit of an entry way right there. Look at that. That's how committed I am to this bridge. I gave it its own little entrance. So here are some of our options. All right. What we've started to create is a canal street, and a lot of really cool canal designs include actually pretty wide paths around either side. And I can put I can make this path 4 wide, for example, which would be fun. And then I guess it can revert back to a 2 wide here. I can't make it 4 wide over here, though, because that would eat up the space over here and over here. And I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. I like the narrow pathway because it works for putting decorations around. Fun fact, if you time skip, the creators hate you. I'm sure that's not true. So I might just try this. In fact, I'm trying this the wrong way. Let's try it up here where it's going to be the most, I guess, controversial. All right. Let's say we wanted this to be 4 tiles wide, which is very wide for a path, but would leave us a lot of room to kind of play around. All right, so we just want to see this for a minute. How do we feel about this 4 wide stretch of path suddenly turning into a 2 wide? I've done it already a couple times. Down here, our boardwalk, this thing tends to do that. It's 4 tiles wide, and anytime it does an offshoot, it narrows itself to 2. And it didn't bother me too much. I don't mind the narrowing. I like 3 wide. It's nice. I think it matches just fine. We have a campsite villager who's a hamster. You're playing Splatoon and multitasking. Nice. So, let's see. Let's kind of keep going with this and see how we like it once it's all filled in. The reason you would make a wider path is so you can put more decorations on it and kind of tie it in better, make it more part of the canal aesthetic, right? Oops. Hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. Appreciate you all being here. It's been fun. I've been looking forward to continuing this project with you guys. It's been a it's been a lot. It's this thing weighs heavily on my mind because there's a lot of things I want to do. And a lot of things I'm not even sure about yet. Not really vibing it? Gotcha. Well, it may need to come together still. I'm not too sure about it myself yet. The thing is, it would have to match on this side to make it really tie together, I think. Especially if it's going to, on both sides, turn into a 2 wide path. I want to see up here just what would that look like. I wish I could imagine for a minute what it's going to look like when we extend the river so that we have something filling up kind of both rivers in town here. My plan, like I was explaining last night, is that there's going to be, I mean, something like this, right? There's going to be a big waterfall, and it's going to snake over to this corner, which means that this path here, some part of it will become irrelevant thanks to that river. It could also mean that we'll need to reserve a bridge so we can actually cross it over here. That's the plan for now. That said, it may not shake out that way. Who knows? I might change my mind completely. One thing this does that I don't like is I've plotted my new homes. I wanted 3 spaces between Rosie's house and whoever goes here. But by doing that, I put the corner of this house exactly where the river would bend. Which means if I wanted some kind of nice symmetrical waterfall right here to, you know, fuel the river, it wouldn't really leave a lot of room on the left side of this person's house. So I mean, this plot might move over. And if it did, I mean, it would have 1 space on its side, and then Rosie's would only have 1 space, really. I mean, plus whatever this is. I don't think this would be Rosie's, technically. This right here is city property. Rosie gets this little patch in front, and maybe a tile or 2 on the side here. Harris Gamer, how's it going? My favorite old time song? I'm not really sure. So, yeah. Now I'm starting to worry because I think this fictional waterfall I've been talking about is going to keep me from making a lot of decisions on this side of our project. Maybe for now, so my brain doesn't short circuit, we focus another balloon. We focus on the interior section. Tanny, how's it going? All right, let's do a couple things here. We need to get rid of these roses. Not sell them or anything. I'm just going to put them aside. But they will make an appearance somewhere again. Okay, let's try to keep chat, you know, a little more relevant. There's a lot of messages right now I'm trying to read, and there's just kind of no sense there. I'm not sure what's going on, but let's be sure to try and keep chat a little more relevant if we can. Trash Panda, how's it going? And James, how are you? Adara, I'm really not sure. I think you're doing song lyrics, but if you could please stop, that'd be awesome. And hello, James. Thank you for being here. So one thing I had to do, a change I had to make on my island here is I didn't have enough pink and purple roses, but I did have some extra purple and pink windflowers. So I had to do something I didn't want to do, and as I went up the river here before, I had to switch the flowers. Same colors, different flowers. And they did a pretty good job, but I'm hoping going forward we don't have to do that. I can give them their own. I want to keep the flowers within their own theme. Are you going to plant roses on the right to match the left of the canal? Yeah, that's the idea, but I don't know if I'm going to put them in the exact same spot. Totally sick. Not COVID, but I got sick, coughing and sneezing. I hate it. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Wait 1 second, guys. All right, cool. So let me put these flowers somewhere on a beach, because that's what we have to tend to do, right? We just store our flowers wherever we can. Trying to breed flowers right now. Yeah, I got a little bit of that going on. So we got some orange cosmos I started, and now they're starting to grow like weeds. Normally I would clean them up, but since I'm redoing my island, I'm actually letting my flowers grow out a little bit. The ones that are on the grass, the ones that are down here are just, you know. But yeah, I think it's going to work out pretty well, because I'll probably want extras of some of these flowers that are growing like crazy. I'm trying to keep the different types together if I can, as best I can. And that's been a challenge too. What's today's live stream? We are continuing to do some work around the island. I'm doing a massive island overhaul, so there's a lot to be done. And I'm just kind of taking it, I want to say section by section, but that's absolutely not what's happening, because what I'm doing is I'm starting in one area, getting distracted, and then working in another area. And it'll all come together in the end, but it's going to be nice and confusing for some time. Wow, my beaches are not as clear as I had hoped they would be for this project we got going on. Maybe we'll just start planting the excess flowers over here. Somehow I ended up with extra pink roses. I'm not sure how. I'm not angry about it, just kind of curious as to how that happened. Let's see if we can store some stuff too. I let my inventory get overflowing yesterday, and it was like that for the whole stream. You got yourself some egg rolls? How many spots are left in my storage? Almost none. I mean, we have enough for this, but I really got to keep an eye on that. Alright, and I have another garden lantern. I just saw a jukebox. I think we got it out of a balloon. And I don't really need another one of these, so we're going to sell that. Anything else we can sell? I have plenty, I'm sure, but I'm trying to keep some of this stuff on hand because I know I don't just decorate with stuff you craft. I decorate with things you have to order from the catalog, too. If I can keep myself from having to reorder stuff, that would save time. And I like to save time. Nintendo, please give us more storage so I can save more time. Who's the other house in your island? That is Mojo. How was your day? It's good. Bumble Top Hat, how was your day? Thank you for asking. I know, my storage is a mess. It's bad. Alright, let's see. Let's go find a spot for... Here we go. So we set these up yesterday, and I said I needed to order a garden lantern, and I did. It came in the mail, and there it is. I just placed it in the wrong spot. Wait a minute, hold on. Ah, no, I didn't place it in the wrong spot. You know what happened is this lantern got placed in the wrong spot yesterday, so we actually got to move this over. There we go. Okay, cool. Now these areas are a little more complete. We're just waiting for flowers to bloom. How do you change your mailbox? Do you have to max out your house? I don't think you have to max out your house. I think you can change it pretty early, but it's a Tom Nook feature. If you ask him about your house, it's one of the options he can like go over with you, which is pretty cool. That was yesterday's stream, yes. How's it going, Nature Guy? Let's start erasing some more paths because this wooden one is starting to throw me off a little bit. One of the things I have yet to decide is if I'm going to keep the bridges around the community center or resident services. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but even if I don't, the other thing I have to decide is where do I want the paths spitting out of resident services. And what I did before and what I might continue doing is I had the paths spit out of the middle of the plaza. So this bridge lines up perfectly with the middle of the plaza. Which is kind of cool that the middle lined up with a too wide path, almost as if it was meant to be. So I might, even though the bridge will leave, I might still extend our terracotta path out this way and create sort of a grid system here. And that would split the area in two, and then we can decide from there what to do with that. And there's another bit of reasoning we need to do about the extra wide path once we finish this, so. Hold on to your hats because things are about to get nitpicky. Can I connect it? Yes, I can connect it here. Sweet. So just pretend the bridge isn't going to be there because it probably won't. And our path would now cross this way. Savannah's back. Turn it into a nice park area. And that's what I want to do. I have a few ideas for these little middle areas. But here's where the nitpick starts. Now, I don't want to stress this too much because it makes things, if you overthink it, but then you kind of settle, it makes things a bit more sad. So here's the problem. This path is 4 tiles wide, and we would probably mimic that on this side. Hey, Robot. Over here, this path is 2 tiles wide, and I have no intention of making it any wider because right now it lines up with this bridge, and I want it to stay that way. All right, Harris, we'll see you later. And it will likely continue south where all of this stuff is that I'm walking into, but we'll worry about that later. So, with that, we have a bit of a problem because I don't know if I like one path being so freaking wide and one path being so freaking narrow. And they're so close together. But when I stand in the middle of this thing, it's kind of like, well, does it matter? I don't know if it does. Saw a balloon? Oh, hold on. This is going down here. Kiki and I were just talking. She's looking for some new food ideas. That's right. Can you help me out? I'm stuck in a food rut. I keep cooking the same old things again and again. Sounds like me. So I'm asking for ideas. I asked her about here, but he wants more opinions. And his ideas are a little dull. Well, he's a robot, so. What do you think I should make? Soup, cake, just not protein shakes. Oh, I know this will trigger Ribot, which will be funny. What? What do you mean? Protein shakes are super easy to make. Plus, they'll help you get buff like me. No, I agree. There's more to food than throwing stuff in a blender. Also, protein powder tastes really bland. Ouch. If you didn't want a protein shake, why am I here? That was great. You're Butterbean as well? We're all Butterbean. Yeah, they got a handful of names for me. So it looks like there's going to be an uneven number of tiles. Oh shoot. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we got an uneven number of tiles if we were to extend this out. Right? Yeah. Hey Galaxy, how's it going? Uneven number of tiles is fine. I'm just trying to decide what that means. You get called hero? You're currently Professor Pie? Gumball? That's pretty good too. Alright. I don't know. We're just kind of mocking stuff up right now and looking at the dimensions of things. So, one thing we could consider here is putting up actually a hill. It would probably require me to use a staircase, and I'm going to be very limited on those after all this is said and done. So it could be like a decoration only hill where we have a bunch of nature-y stuff up there or something. Waterfalls coming off of it. Filled the space, but it's kind of like at the same time. How wide is Nook's Cranny? We can pretty easily measure that out, I think, if we erase some tiles here. So, oh, our border just so happens to be perfectly measuring this. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, isn't it? 6, 7 wide. Okay. Everyone already knew that, and I was counting like a dweeb. Cool. So, 7 wide. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. We got 10 tiles in front of us. So, an even number, we got an uneven number there. So I can't center Nooks here with the current design. If we were to knock this path down to 3, that would fix that. I don't want it to be 3. Lots to think about here. Which is silly, I know. It's silly to be thinking about stuff this much. You could use a pipe, I guess. I suppose if you got really desperate, you could use a pipe. I don't know. I'll have to think about this. I'm more torn than I hoped I would be about this middle section here. I always get excited when I see a big empty area, like, oh, there's so much possibility. But right now, this big empty area is mostly giving me a little bit of that anxiety. I'm overwhelmed by it. What does one do with such an area? And I think some houses might be the answer. I wish I could draw on this thing. We might mess around with the Happy Island Designer if I get in enough of a rut here. So what I'm thinking is definitely one side of the canal needs houses, if not 2 sides. And I'm thinking because what'll happen is your guests will leave the airport and pop onto your island to hang out, sell turnips. So they exit here. I think it makes the most sense to have nooks not too far away from the entrance, if you are to be a gracious host, I suppose. So it starts to become, all right, why not make this side the shopping district? And then this side can be the neighborhoods, right? I think that would work pretty well. The question becomes, where do you put Tom Nook's store? Or I guess Timmy and Tommy's store. It used to be Tom Nook's. Long ago. Animal Crossing Club, welcome back. Planning on pen and paper? I'm kind of, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't draw too well. See you later, Agrabah. 1 second here. Please don't swear in our chat. Be sure to read the rules if you're new. All right, so I gotta count plots too. We have a neighborhood up here. We got 4 houses going up here. All right. I don't know if any more will make it up on this part. We got 4 houses. That would leave what, 5? How many? We have 10 villagers, so 6 houses. Okay, but we already got 2 plots laid out for above the river there. So 4, 5, 6. So that means we have 4 more houses to place down. All right. Usually I don't look like this. Well, right now there's not a lot to admired some of the areas we're hanging out. So feel free to steal any ideas. So I think with all this space here, fitting 4 house plots on this side of the river would work pretty well. And that would leave us with creating a spot for nooks and then putting some stuff around it to make it feel like a little shopping area. I gotta get rid of these flowers still. I'm gonna also remove the fence around Elvis's place. All this stuff's gonna end up going anyway, so might as well start getting rid of some stuff that's just right in our way. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. So we know there's 10 tiles. What I'm thinking of doing is, I still don't know. I really do think a 4-wide path here is still the right move. I'm thinking of moving Nook's Cranny maybe right here on this corner. Similar to where it was before, honestly, like not too far away. So, Nook's Cranny would be here. Or, set back a little bit, and then in front of it, we'd have some other stuff going on, right? Like, similar to how we did before, right? We had a gas station and stuff. But now we're going for more of an elegant kind of look over here, so I wouldn't put a gas station here. But what I would do is put, like a cafe or something to that effect. Let's try something. I'm going to take bricks because I think bricks complement the terracotta really nicely. And first we need to map out how much space Nook's Cranny takes up. So this is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is 7. We got our brick. Let's start laying it down. What am I trying to make? I'm trying to set up potentially like a little shopping district or something. So I'm playing around with some different paths. There's a lot I got to figure out. Diner or a gas station is a good idea for Nook's Cranny. See, putting the diner around it I think could look pretty cool. So Nooks would take up these 7 tiles here. But maybe if we put it back about kind of midway in this little grassy area, we can set these bricks up to be... Ugh, I still need... Maybe dirt would represent Nooks. Alright, let's do that. I don't want to actually move it to see that I actually hate it, so let's just do this. All right, so there's the entrance to Nooks. Like that's the very edge of it. The rest we fill in with bricks. I have some ideas. I'm starting to feel the inspiration and the ideas fill my brain. It's happening. Just bear with me. Oops. Turnips or apples? Where would you like to see turnips or apples? Yeah, Islanders love to come and see what you're doing. as you're trying to work, and they love to sit down right in the middle of what you're trying to do. Here's Monty. He's like, hey, can I sit on this new path that you're not thinking about keeping? I did the loom and spinning wheel and stuff in different areas, like the looms by Able Sisters. I got a spinning wheel over here in my crafting area. Anyway, we'll look at that later. So I think what I'm going to do is try some brick wall now to go with the brick path we made. But before I do, let me just see what other walls there are in case I'm forgetting about one that would look even better. That's what I'm thinking right there is brick fence. I mean, this iron and stone fence looks good pretty much everywhere, but for what I'm doing today, I think I'm just going to stick with brick fence, which is made of clay. Let's go get some of that. Excuse me. Hey, Cal. How's it going? All right. Do I have any, first of all? No. I have been getting rid of a lot of this stuff, and I should probably keep getting rid of it, to be perfectly honest. I'll keep the hedges because they always make an appearance somewhere. In fact, I'm just going to grab them because I might actually want to use them tonight, but everything else I'm going to sell because I need the space. And let's grab some clay. And we'll start there. Why do so much wrapping paper? Well, remember the holidays when you needed to make that giant mountain of presents and it required specifically red wrapping paper? Well, I couldn't get red wrapping paper myself, and then friends decided to help me out and sent me a bunch, and then I didn't want to get rid of it because it just felt really rare. So. Okay, let's see. I want to sell the jukebox. Not the hedges, but the random fences that I've got extra of. All right, cool. Oh. Who's my favorite cat villager since you had the poll not too long ago? Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't decided myself. It's been really interesting to read the comment on that. I mean, who doesn't say Raymond, right? Because Raymond's super cool and he's new to the game. And Rosie's awesome. I like Bob. Bob's not on the island, but I do like Bob. I don't know. The problem is, like, I ask people what their favorite of anything is, and people can answer that, and I'm kind of envious because I'm not somebody who has favorites of a lot of things. Someone asked me about my favorite music just a little bit ago. I don't really have favorite songs or artists. I just like things, you know? And it changes. Sometimes I like rock, sometimes I like EDM, and I couldn't tell you which one I like better. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I don't listen to any music. Sometimes I'll go months without listening to a single song. Just give me Animal Crossing now so I don't forget to get my KK song. Yeah. Even though I have all the KK songs, I still need to do my KK concerts because there's an achievement for doing, I think, 60 or something. And you can't go to friends' islands and do them. You have to just one by one. I think I have Rosie in Pocket Camp as well for the little bit of time I've played it. That is way more than enough brick fences that I just made, so let's chill out on those. And I'm going to start placing them down. So we know that... How many did I make? There's 50? 60. Oh no, I didn't mean to make 60. Okay, well, I guess we'll be using these for a bit. So, and that's not where I want it. I want it on the brick. I wish I could put it between the two paths. That would be cool. The idea here is that, see, this would be the corner of Nooks, right? Which means if I put the brick fence right here, it blocks this little box in a way that I don't like. I'm starting to wonder if having Nooks sit next to the path like this is messing up some of my flexibility here with these designs. Secret songs, yes. Fiona has them right there. Animal City driving, or drive-in. I don't know if the G is there. It might be, but I don't think it is. And then farewell. I'm starting to wonder if the brick fence is actually messing me up. It doesn't seem a bit linear having it look so close. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of signals right now from that. Like I'm not liking that at all. Hey Bandy, welcome back. How's it going? Yeah, I'm having a lot of negative feelings about Nooks where it is right now. And it's Evan, welcome. How's it going? I like leaving a 3 to 4 wide space in front of Nooks so I can drop off the stuff. I'm too lazy to sell. The idea was that this would still be a 3 or 4 wide clear area. It would just also include a couple tables and chairs and a little coffee making station. That was kind of my vision. And as I'm putting it together, I'm liking it less and less. So I have to kind of rethink this. You could always shift it over one, right? And then that would solve a couple of the issues. Maybe most of the issues. Let's try it. So let's get rid of this. We shift Nooks over by 1 block. Let's please keep the chat English. Mostly it's for jealousy purposes because I can't speak another language, but then also I can't moderate chat. So if I have the building moved over, that means I can put brick around it, which is kind of neat. So that is appealing. And then I mean, I guess, see, the fact that it's an uneven number is going to, or the building, I can't center it because it's an even number of tiles we're working with. That is, you know, frustrating. Anyway, so this is kind of cool because we can put something like that, little corner, but yeah, the space is not as versatile as I was hoping. You know what? I'm starting to eyeball this 4 wide path we've made, and I'm like, what if it was 3 wide? Then I could center Nooks on it, but I don't want it to be 3 wide, but it might have to be. You could set up rattan seating instead of tables and chairs. You could do, yeah. I might. I don't know if I'll do it in the cafe, but I might somewhere else. You like 3 wide? I know, it's going to start getting to that point, right? Because, like, what am I supposed to do? I can't center the store. And it's messing up my entire world now. Well, I might have to do 3 wide, guys. Brings Bane, welcome back. How are you? Maybe don't have the fence. I wanted to give it that separation. The fence doesn't need to be there either, but I still think that centering nooks is becoming more and more of a desire, you know? It's going to have to happen. All right. Maybe I'll have him sing a random song this time around. Wait, what? I love watching your building stream, so chill. Thank you. It's Kippin Pog. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. 3 wide still looks good. It does. It's not bad. Hey guys, and I don't currently have a rule against this or anything, but I like to caution. I see Savannah's posting their friend code. Friend codes are pretty personal, so just be really careful about sharing those online. You're kind of doing that at your own risk, but be sure to be really careful about sharing those out in the wild. The nice thing about Animal Crossing is you can utilize dodo codes, which means you don't have to share your friend code to meet up with people, which is really cool. And I would just, you know, consider that. All right. So let's try the fences one more time. As you guys said, we don't really need them. By putting them like this, while it, oops, no, that's not where I meant to put that. While it creates a neat little enclosure, if I were to continue that, it does limit me on space in a less than comfortable way. And there's other ways to kind of use the space that I might want to play with, like stalls, for example. So let's try it this way, where we put some fencing here out front. We don't go too crazy though. Just kind of put. I got a balloon. I think the brick on brick is also starting to bug me. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but oops, that was way off. Is brick on brick like a good combo? Bamboo shoot lamp. Already got that one. Wait for it. Wait for it. I made all these brick fences too. So here's sort of what I'm thinking this looks like. Maybe we pare this down even further too. It might be hedges. Honestly, guys, hedges might be the way to go here. I prefer contrast to matching. Yeah, that's why I chose brick to contrast a little bit. Just a little bit with the terracotta. And now the brick fence is like derping me up here. I like the brick fences as the back fence, hedges as the side and the front. Yeah, I'm deciding whether or not I want to put back fences just because I want to put a stall here and potentially here as well. So I can't do that if I put fences in the back. All right. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Where are my hedges? I should probably grab stalls so that I can actually, you know, envision those too. And I think I have them in my storage. I don't know if I like the green and the red. Oh, we gotta do some soul searching on this one. Maybe brick is the wrong choice. Brick path, I mean. Lot to consider here. All right. I think that contrast is too much. I just don't think green and red. I think they clash a little bit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. First of all, let's look at our recipes here. You like the hedges? I don't know. I'm not super into them. So it kind of feels like iron and stone fence is going to become overused in my island, honestly. But it goes, I think, with everything. Stone fence is kind of... it's okay. There's different wooden fences we could play with, like lattice fence looks pretty nice. Savannah, no need to spam dodo codes or gate opening invites or anything like that, please. Green and red makes me think it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yes. Or begging. You said begging. It is begging to look a lot like Christmas, and I don't necessarily want a Christmas themed island 24/7. So, yeah. Hard to know what to do, if anything, with fences. Maybe we don't go that route, as you guys said. Maybe that's not exactly necessary. I might try just to see if I like it a different path in front of nooks. Let's look at our stalls, because I have 2 of them sitting aside for the cafe, the former cafe. We tore down our cafe. And my stalls I saved are up here somewhere. Right here. I also have some different menu boards. I had a Sanrio one I was using. I don't know where it went. Oh, right here. I might save the cinnamon roll sign because I have other cinnamon roll furniture now. And might just switch back to using the classic just coffee menu board, which looks awesome anyway. Okay. And I have some other ideas for the cafe, but I'm just grabbing the basics right now to see how they fill up the space. So I need my tables and chairs as well. If I saved them, and I thought I did, it's starting to look maybe, you know, like I didn't. It's not these ones. It's not the benches. I might have gotten rid of them. Uh-oh. Cat 2, we'll see you later. I saved my cypress plants. And I think I saved my candles, but yeah, I don't think I saved the tables and chairs. That's okay. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? All right. I suppose the hedges could grow on me after a while. I'm going to go without for now just to see if it even needs them, honestly. Let's put up our stalls that we have. So, yeah, the idea would be they'd kind of sit next to the store. I don't know if I like that. What if I took Nook's and moved it over to the left or the right, and then I could cram the stalls together to kind of focus the cafe on like one side and, you know, Nook shopping related stuff on the other. Yeah, after everything's in place, the hedges could look cool. Yeah. Anyway, having the store centered is kind of splitting my design in a way I wasn't anticipating, and now that I'm looking at it again, I'm like, maybe I don't want to do that. So here, let's try another thing here. So we'll put Nook's. Well, actually, wait a minute. You would want the coffee shop to be kind of along this cool-looking boardwalk, right? I think having one side for the cafe would be better. I think so too. So what if we shoved Nook's over on top of this path, basically, which I don't love, but let's just stick with it for a second. And then we put the two stalls side by side. So it would have, you know, a little coffee area, whatever. And then you'd start to have some tables and chairs nearby in front of the store. So imagine Nook's Cranny here and all of your stuff out front, which, again, I should have probably crafted some tables and chairs. I don't know. I'm not sure I love this idea of putting the cafe in front of the store. The more I'm doing, the more I'm not into it. It's kind of messing me up. Plus, I don't like how narrow it's going to be right here. If I keep this waterfall wall, which I'm thinking of doing, and then I put the store here, the pathway going up to this part of town is just going to feel so cluttered. Meanwhile, this side has like a ton of breathing room. So, there's really no good like solution here. Farmer's market? See, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea because it's a market. Right? All right, new plan. So Savannah had suggested a farmer's market at one point. I guess I missed that. But Nature Guy's telling me a farmer's market was suggested. So what we can do, I'm changing this to darker dirt because I need to differentiate where Nook's Cranny is gonna go, and I might want to use some of the lighter dirt for this. Farmers market wise, here's the thing. We're looking at creating kind of a fancy upscale area over here, right? The whole island isn't going to be like this, but I'm kind of going for that around resident services, this kind of upscale area. So a lot of white themed furniture and black themed furniture, like the really elegant looking like street lights, and like we did over here, making its way down here too. Now, traditionally though, a farmer's market is a little bit more rustic, you know? If you are in a small town, you go to the farmer's market, you imagine kind of driving off of the road onto a little dirt drive, right, and parking your car, and there's booths everywhere, and you know, you have trees and stuff like that. So that is the one thing about like turning the front entrance of Nook's Cranny into a farmer's market that makes it a little bit interesting, because we can't. How does that look in a more upscale area? Is what I'm trying to kind of work through right now. So I'm imagining a mix maybe of some of this arched tile and maybe dirt. I don't think... Sorry, maybe it's just me, but I don't think you'll be able to make Nook's Cranny look a bit more high class. The building itself looks rustic. That's fair. That is a fair point. There's nothing I can really do about this. One day, this building might change, because in past games, there was always like 4 iterations of Nook's Cranny, and we've only seen 2 so far. One of my update predictions in the near future here is that the store is going to expand. I might be working on a video. I don't know, maybe. And that is one of my predictions, is that the store gets bigger. Which means it would change. It changed completely from what it looked like before, right? So I'm not worried too much about that, and I think it does come down to what you put around it. But why don't we lean into our natural gut instinct of what a farmer's market looks like. I'm going to pave over all the brick with dirt. Maybe this part of the build looks more rustic. As you guys know, I'm not really going for a theme on this build. I'm on my island. I'm just letting it kind of naturally evolve as you walk around. So, yeah. This might actually work. This would bring the hedges back into play, I think, too. Look at the clouds. Yeah, we do have some cloud cover right now. It's pretty nice. A jewelry store? I don't know what there's only a couple of items like that, right? Maybe I can only think of one off the top of my head that look like, you know, jewelry racks that you'd see at a store. I like the farmer's market idea. I think I want to try this. So one big dirt patch right here, okay? I'm also wondering if maybe... You guys are going to hate me. What if I got rid of the... Ooh. Wait for it. Pop! FNF, how's it going? Welcome. Rattan towel basket. Ooh, I don't know if I have this one. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, I was thinking of getting rid of the edge on the dirt. Just because I think the hedges might look nicer surrounding it rather than sitting on top of it. Also, give me just 1 second. I'm going to keep working, but step away from the microphone. Never mind, it messed me up, so I just decided to stop. I wanted to get my light turned on here. Okay. So what I want to do now is put some hedges down and just see what that looks like. And if I like that, we're just going to keep decorating it until I decide that I don't like it or that it stays. Now, how wide is the entrance itself to the store? Is it 3? Is it 2? Is it neither? I always wish you could put the path directly under the door, but let's see. It looks like it's 2. Oh, it's 3. Oh, no. Okay. I thought maybe I would want to put the terracotta path going up the middle here. Of course it's 3 because it couldn't be anything else. Because the store was 7 wide. Well, that's okay. Let's just roll with it. Just roll with it and change our mind if we need to. Oops. They really need that store upgrade. They do. I'm pretty sad that it's not something they've done yet, because like I said, every other game had way more additions of the store. And I think that's going to be pretty crucial because it's just, I don't know, it's difficult to get your hands on certain items. Bring back Gracie Grace in the top of the store. Yeah, why didn't Gracie Grace make an appearance this time? We could see them in the future. So, I like this hedge layout. Honestly, this looks kind of cool. Hey, Riley. How are you? What if we went straight through with this path, all the way up to the door? Let's just see how that looks. That will cut back our dirt that we have here, but that's all right. Okay. So that leaves us with 2 little patches of dirt and then a whole bunch of terracotta in the middle. Nature Guy thinks that looks way better. I don't know if I like splitting the dirt up like this if you're trying to make like a little farmer's market. I also wonder if now it kind of messes up. Like if I were to put stalls out here, right? We're trying to create a farmer's market in front of Nook's. If I were to put stalls out here, I don't know. The pathway's pretty wide. You can have a stall or 2 on one side and plants on the other. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Don't forget the custom design umbrella crates. Those could be cool. We could put some of those little fruit, you know, like apples and things like that. Sophie, how's it going? Huh. I don't know. Maybe we have stalls. Let's just see how it looks. I gotta pretend Nook's is still there. Let's just stick with it for now. The stalls won't look like this in the finished product, but, you know, just for now we'll pretend. So we have a stall here, and we could put a couple little fruits, like a basket of fruit, and maybe like a lone apple or something there. Maybe we push it back a little bit. And then you had suggested some plants over here, which could be kind of interesting. Can you maybe push the store back and give yourself more space? It's starting to feel like I could do that still too, right? And yeah, like that might work actually pretty well. Hold on. So let's play with that idea, right? I'm going to take this and go back just a few tiles. Let's build the store again over here. Burb, how's it going? Yeah, we give ourselves a little more breathing room, and I think we'll be happier. I'm trying to find hedges, and I'm looking at all the furniture. Ugh, okay. Try that again. You got Marshall? Congrats. That's awesome. The mole cricket. I hate mole cricket season. I hear a mole cricket right now, and I'm not going to do anything about it, but oh my gosh, it's annoying. Honestly, if you wanted to get really crazy, you could plant pumpkins out here on one side and put little stalls and stuff on the other. Let's play with that. What if we did that? What if we've been making everything symmetrical so far, and that's silly. We should probably break this up a little bit more. So one side is an actual farm. Middle. So we plant pumpkins here, and then we take this dirt up here, pull it forward. What's crazy about that? Nothing. I was being sarcastic. Fridays, Saturdays for America is the weekend for me. Alright. So we got this now. So let's push the stall back a little bit. Which would, in theory, leave us room for an additional stall. That's a hedge. Right in front of it. So you would have people able to kind of walk between the two stalls to see all the fine products on sale, and then even room for, you know, whoever's selling them to stand behind there. I like the stalls facing out, facing the camera, as I would say. But having them block each other like this is kind of bugging me a little bit, you know? I also think having them pushed off center somehow looks a little bit better. And it also makes me wonder if I should stretch the dirt out underneath the hedge, but maybe not. Might not be necessary. What am I making? We're making a front entryway to Nook's Cranny right now. Zapsuit! So this right here represents Nook's Cranny, like the start of it. And then everything out front here represents a farmer's market kind of thing going on. The only other issue I see is that if this is the front of Nook's Cranny, we've given ourselves no room, no breathing room between it and the farmer's market. And I might want that breathing room. So now I'm thinking of pushing it back even further, or shrinking the farmer's market just a little bit. I'm going to start with shrinking the farmer's market because I don't really want to push Nooks back any further. It's bad enough I don't know what we're going to put behind it yet, and I don't want it to be blocking. I want to be able to see stuff while I'm standing on this path is the problem. So let's do a quick redesign here. Could also do a watermelon farm with the watermelon beach ball. All right, I've seen people do that. Tamara, how's it going? So we're going to give ourselves just a little bit of breathing room between Nook's Cranny and this farmer's market. Now, I kind of like this. It kind of takes a rustic looking farmer's market and ties it into a city kind of feel here. Whatever's going on in front, I'm not sure. So this is starting to work for me a little bit. I want to try the stalls facing not the camera, which is, again, not exactly the dream, but for this it might work. It might actually look better. I don't know that. Oh wow, can that not get any closer? No way, they can get closer. I've done this before. Pull that back. Oh wow, they can't get any closer. Okay, that does not look good then. All right, that's fine. New plan. So we have a stall, one stall, just one. Right here, it'll sell fruits and stuff. And then I have some ideas as to what we can put around it to just kind of make it, you know, feel a little more market-y. You make a little turnip shop where Daisy May grows turnips. You do a pumpkin shop like that. If the turnips didn't expire, I feel like I have to replace, excuse me, a couple turnips all the time. Army of One says annoys me. Can't push them together. I know. You can push them together on the other axis and make one really long stall, which looks cool. But you can't, apparently you can't make like a little roof out of them. All right. So anyway, this is kind of a neat thing here. I see a balloon off in the distance again. This is the best way to get balloons. If you want to get balloons in Animal Crossing, just start renovating your island. You won't be able to get them to stop, you know, interrupting what you're trying to do. Sure. You can make them look like a cute little greenhouse if they sat flush together. Yeah, see, that'd be awesome. So we'll find some designs and stuff later. Right now, it's kind of a placeholder stall here. And I do like this idea that the farmer's market would have two different things going on, you know? I'm going to play around with some more designs, I think. Starting with these bricks again. I do like these. Oh, let's put this away real quick. I'm going to move the stall off of this. Since we have this dirt here and it looks a little bit bland, I thought maybe we want to put down something. So let's pop a couple of these down. Yeah, that might be okay. Okay. I like to make this look randomized a little bit. Let's see, I want to take this top one and just kind of put that there. And let's take the one that comes off from the side here, put it right there. Just time travel to Halloween, set candy on the grass, then walk away for a bit, go back to the spot, replace the candy. I don't time travel. That sounds like some kind of glitch, though, I didn't know about. What do I think of the overrated villagers like Judy and Raymond? I have Raymond. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, actually, that there's some villagers that everyone's really excited about because, you know, I think it just creates a fun culture around the game. So yeah, while they're overrated, I also think it's, you know, a good thing. I like filling out the space a lot, I guess. I wasn't going to fill it out this much, but the more I go, the more I'm like, oh yeah, that looks, oh yeah, that looks cool. So this is kind of neat. And remember, there's going to be stuff on top of it, too. So the only thing I don't like about it is the actual color of these chipped bricks, because they, you know, they don't. Well, I don't know. They're fine for now. I'm gonna keep them for now, but yeah, the idea was to make it look just a little more rustic over here. Cool. All right. Well, I think it's been decided. I think Nook's Cranny moving right here permanently is a good plan. And I don't know if I'm going to move it today or another day, because there's a lot of different things I need to move throughout the course of this week as we continue designing. So, anyway, as it stands, though, that's a really good start. And we still have all this area to play with out in front of it, too. Like that space? Thank you. Yeah, I'm digging this. I appreciate your guys' input. I think that was awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of little props set out here. We're gonna grow some pumpkins right here, which would be nice. And we're gonna grow, we're gonna throw Nook's Cranny here. Now, how many tiles long is Nook's Cranny is my next question. I know you guys probably know the answer. That's 2, 3, it looks like 4. So it's 7 by 4, right? I just need to know, because I'm also interested in planting some trees. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, this is a good amount of space behind the store for our purposes. So this would allow me to plant some trees behind the store, which is what I wanted. Now, in doing so, we're going to get a really good sense of what we'll be able to see while we're standing on this path. If it blocks too much of my view, I'm going to have to rethink this. So let's try it out. I'm going to put... That's too close. Obviously, that's too close. Put one there. I'm going to actually move it in by one tile. Can you come to the island? I'm not having visitors over right now. But thanks for asking. Okay. I don't think this is going to block too much of my view. Especially if I do that, they go away. Do I think Brewster should come back? I do. I think Nintendo is going to take their time. And again, I'm thinking of doing a video where I express some of my predictions and theories about updates coming to Animal Crossing. But just to give you guys a sneak peek of that, I think Brewster could make a return. I thought it was going to be in the fall of last year, and they chose not to do that, but they had other stuff coming out in the fall, so it made sense, right? They had holidays to implement that they didn't have in the game already. Now that we have all those holidays, I think this fall we could see Brewster, because Brewster sells coffee and things like that, and that just, I can see them making that the quote fall update. So I don't think we get Brewster in the 2.0 update. A lot of people, I think, are hoping for that. But I think a lot of people have been hoping for Brewster every update so far. And it hasn't happened. So that's my prediction. I want to see him back. We need Brewster, and I think Nintendo is probably going to give us at least a coffee cart, similar to how we get Leaf showing up in the plaza here. But I think we all want a proper cafe, another building to play with and customize, and that's what I hope they do. I loved having that extra building in New Leaf. I thought it was so cool, and I hope we get that again. And I hope they don't cheap out on us, because I definitely don't want a coffee cart and no fun building to actually customize. I mean, if it's a permanent coffee cart that never leaves, that's different. At least it's something. But I want a proper building. Anyway, so we should probably move on to our next project. I'm just kind of like breathing a sigh of relief right now. Like, I think this is the coolest Nook's Cranny entrance I've had on the island so far. So I'm really excited to see it come together. Yeah, I'm super jazzed about this. And gosh, what if I don't have any... My custom designs right now do not include like a crate of apples or anything like that. So I'll have to go find some custom designs to put over here that I like. But anyhow, that was not what I wanted. So what we need to do next is, well, figure out how we're going to utilize more of this space. We got a bunch. We got a whole bunch of space we need to contend with. I'll read a thread. Someone had the idea of Brewster's actual cafe being on the island and villagers who've left stopping by for a cup. It'd be great if Nintendo did that. Yeah. Oh, you read? Okay, you that's a thread that you read. Got it. Okay. I had to reread your message. So, yeah, that would be a really cool thing, too. And, like, in New Leaf, you got all these random villagers. I actually didn't like that because it was too hard to keep track of, like, everyone's favorite coffee. I appreciated seeing other faces, but I'm like, just don't. How am I ever supposed to remember all these? But, yeah, I love that idea of former villagers paying you a visit during the minigame, if they go with the minigame again. Let's go ahead and widen this path on this side now, because we know we're going to want it 3 wide. Maybe to give ourselves... after all that designing, I need to, rewire my brain. So maybe what I'll do is start putting down some path border. Not a ton. I don't want to go crazy with it right now, but just a good bit, and then we'll think of our next area that we should decorate. I think I know where I want to focus on next, but doing something mindless like placing path border might be a good way to reset. I think this bridge survived, by the way. I think this bridge gets to remain on our Canal Street. Now, what does that mean for bridges north of it and south of it? I don't exactly know yet. This one may also stay. It's in a good spot. It's right by where the water pours out into the ocean from the river. But we need one more, at least. And it could end up going maybe right back here. Maybe if I want to get real creative, this little spot that I made in front of Nook's, you know how I gave it like a little front patio, if you will? Maybe we get rid of the hedges right here, connect it, and have the bridge running right here so you could actually walk right in front of Nook's or kind of outside the entrance there. I don't know. And we can connect it here too, create a whole little grid system. It might shake out that way. I'll keep that in my back pocket. Hey, Ryan. For now, let's put some path border down because I love my terracotta path border. It's not mine. I downloaded it, obviously, but I love the one I use. And I think what I'll do is start with just these corners here, just to get us going. I will put the little corner caps on them. I think we want this one. And then we're just going to do all the straight rows for now. Trash is back. Welcome back. Okay. Here we go. Awesome. Boyfriend, how's it going? Welcome. You got Zucker, Sebastian? Congrats. Zucker's awesome. Oops. I don't know where this part of the path is going to end and how it's all going to work down here yet, but those decisions will be made as time goes on. I guess I should start placing down more path border up here, right? I hope I don't want to make any changes to this this entrance, because path border is always a pain to get rid of when you're trying to move paths around. Oh, crud, I forgot. Okay, let's start over here. Hey guys, when you post your codes and stuff, please don't continue posting them asking people to join you. If someone's interested, they will. But yeah, let's not take over chat with these types of invites. I would appreciate it. You were in a live stream and they were disrespecting Zucker. What were they saying about Zucker? How could anybody? Ooh, a balloon. You found Judy? Congrats. Found some slacks. What kind of slacks are these? Let's put them down. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have these? I'm sure I do. There's black slacks. I should have them. Okay. Let's get the other edge of the path border done. These look so nice. They really give the path that extra bit of something they need, you know? Can the next video be more Animal Crossing minigames? Yeah, if I think of any. I don't have too many of those up my sleeve, but you know, when I think of some, I would like to get them on video. I have a couple other video ideas for this coming week though. Putting together, so should be cool. Oops. I don't know where this path is going yet. All right. I guess we can continue on with the top part now. Except that's supposed to be a corner piece, so we'll do the next one. We have to decide what we're going to do with the other side of resident services, by the way. I'm nervous about that. The side we were just working on was easy. It came to me pretty easily, but because that's the side the canal's on, but the other side of Nooks is not going to have a big canal street. So what the heck do we put over there? I will say I haven't decided a place for my house yet. So maybe it sticks close to resident services. I kind of like to have my house set away from it a little bit, but I don't know. It's never been too far away. It used to be right where this river is. All right. This is looking nice. The reason I'm not doing the path directly next to Nook's Cranny is because I still haven't quite decided if it's going to break out of that little hedge area we've set up for it or not. It might. You know, and the more I think about it too, the more I think maybe these hedges should also... Now, this I knew setting up path borders would start to get my creative juices reset here. So what if the hedges came up to here, allowing us to put down some flower beds next to Nook's? I think that would be pretty cool. It's always nice to have a spot for flowers. Slip-on loafers. Okay, thanks, Balloon. This is pretty cool. I'm very, very tempted to put Nooks down today instead of using my one building move for something I could, you know, something that could benefit me in terms of my decorating, right? Rosie found a tree she'd like to hang out underneath. Alright. We have a couple of corners we gotta do. Like one here. One there. Oops. That doesn't look right. Oh no, it is. It is. Crispy Coop, it's all good. How are you? Welcome. I inspired you to redesign your island. I'm so sorry about the giant project I've given you. Alright, we're going to put this path border down. Tanjiro has entered the chat. Why is everyone saying that over and over? I don't see anybody name that. Alright, we're going to put... We'll stop right here because I don't know... I don't know if this path survives. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm like 98% sure it does because the plan is to put a bridge here. Yeah, let's commit to it because this bridge is probably something I'm going to have built overnight, in fact. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, the profile picture. Okay, cool. Got it. Yeah, not too familiar with anime, so those references are always lost on me, which makes me sad. I know there's a whole culture I'm missing out on, but can't watch everything, you know? All right. I came in here because I wanted to commit to the bridge so hard that I just go ahead and pay for it right now. You know what? I'm going to move Nooks too. You know why I'm going to do these things? Because we're not streaming tomorrow. So I got the whole week to move all these different buildings I was telling you guys about. So let's withdraw 200K. And that leaves us enough to move Nooks and build a bridge. Tom! Hello. Wake up. Quit reading. I'm here now. Hello, Thomas Nook. I would like to talk about infrastructure. Alright, bridges and inclines. I want to build a bridge. Yep. I know how bridges work. They separate, they take rivers and land that are separated and they bring them closer together, don't they? Brick bridge, please. Yes, I would like to proceed. What do you think this is? Alright, I'm not done. Let's talk infrastructure. I want layout changes, Thomas Nook. And I want to move the shop again. I know they just picked up and moved everything overnight last night. I'm having them do it again. I give Timmy and Tommy a lot of business. They're going to need to deal with it. Hey, Banana, welcome back. How did you get that much money? Lots of turnips. Lots and lots of turnips. I've said every week now I'm working on a turnip guide, and I am. But I'm very, very slow because I have more time to make little shorts and stuff than I do longer, more in-depth videos. It's easier for me to do these streams than it is to edit a whole guide video. So one day I will give you guys all of my tricks of the trade when it comes to selling turnips. All right, let's go ahead and move Nooks first. Rosie, you probably ought to watch out because I'm about to build a whole store on top of you. I'm going to imagine it. Let's be responsible. You imagine Rosie being hidden behind a store. It looks even better than I could have imagined myself. Go ahead. Commit to it. Do it. Just get it over with. Huzzah! That's gonna be awesome. Looks nice. I like it too. And then over here is where our new bridge is going. Not there. We ought to imagine it. You imagine a land separated by river no more. Okay. Hooray, I've created debt. I will pay it off. The richest I've ever been. I had 7 million bells. Then I redesigned my island. And then I redesigned it again. Now I'm at 1 million. Yeah, I'm trying to work up my way to 100 million. And I keep redesigning my island. I could have had it already, but I just keep redesigning my island. And when I do buy turnips, I'm only buying one load at a time. Because it just, you know, it takes a while to make all those trips. Even if you know you're going to get a good price that week, it just taking that many trips is tedious. And you know, one of your friends gets tortured by the amount of air travel you do. So I try not to do more than 2. Like 2 was a crazy week for me though, because I'm also just lazy for myself and I don't want to have to deal with it. I've created debt. I did. Not for long, but it was kind of a silly thing to celebrate. 14 million. People say I'm poor because they have more than me. There are people with 60k bells. I mean, I would give away my bells, but I have no membership. Well, I mean, in Animal Crossing, when you do get to a certain point, bells do come pretty easy. And, like on sites like Nookazon, a lot of people prefer to trade Nook miles because they're just more valuable. Because it takes so long to print out a significant amount of Nook miles tickets. And if you play enough, you know, you have the points. It's not about the points. Uh-oh. Got ourselves a river balloon. Now that we have our bridge here, the balloon will likely change course when it gets to the bridge, but for now it's just over this river. Pop! Oh, it looked like I just grazed it. Pop! No, I'm not hitting it at all. So can I... Is it possible to hit it from back here? No, it's too far behind me. Looks like it wants to come closer? Yeah. Alright, we'll let the bridge kind of maneuver it. That's alright. I've been running around a lot and I just need a second. This'll work. This'll work just fine for me. I want to thank everyone who's hit like on the stream. We got 52 likes, which is incredible. Thank you so much. I have 100k now. I spent the last week moving villager houses. That will do it. Villager houses will mess you up. I wish Nook Miles tickets were only 100 miles. They're, I mean, yeah, they're kind of pricey. I wish you could bulk buy the bell vouchers. High tops. We should probably move all this stuff, by the way. Oh, and you know what we also have to do? I can't do it now because we got bridges and rivers and all kinds of crud in our way, but we need to do like an entrance designing stream at some point. Because this entrance is no longer going to work with everything we've been changing. Ugh. I don't know what I'm going to do for this entrance yet, guys. I honestly have no idea. So stay tuned for that. That headache. Ryan's going to go some dinner. Enjoy. Happy we're with my island layout, but my bells. Crab legs and steak sounds really good for dinner. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I want to sell all this excess stuff that I've ended up with thanks to all the balloons and the extra crafting. And then we should probably continue decorating. There's a spot I wanted to work on. And I keep getting distracted. So, I want this towel basket, but not right now. I can order it later. Don't want these, or this. 3 hedges won't do us any good. We'll keep the menu chalkboard and the cypress plants. Okay. Greetings from Germany. Hey, JS, how's it going? All right. So one of the spots, one of the spots I want to work on is right out here. There's a few things going on. So I want to do some stuff to tie together the area we made last night, which is these two fountains with little benches in front of them and stuff, with this area right here, the other side of our canal. So one of the things we talked about was these shrubs kind of blocking our view of our gorgeous blue and white roses and all that stuff. So I was thinking of getting rid of the shrubs, and I don't know what I'm going to replace them with yet. But because we like them, I thought about what if we move them to the southern side of this river. It's lunchtime for Lance. Making a pizza. Nice. Savannah's back. Welcome back. Replace some garden wagons. I don't. That's not that I don't like that idea. It's just that I don't want to spam the garden wagons. I think, one, they're kind of hard to make. But two, I think less is more with garden wagons. It's really not a bad idea. If I did that, I think I should do other assorted things. You know what I mean? So garden wagons, do one garden wagon and make that one of many random kind of items we scatter next to this river. All right, so I did dig up those shrubs. Now, what are these shrubs? Ah, pink hydrangea bushes. Interesting. Okay, I didn't realize I put these here. I thought they'd be blue. I always use the blue ones. Huh, okay. These are so rarely in bloom, but I like them. But I use them. I already have blue ones up top there. Okay, let's think about this here. Let's think about this carefully. I have a lot of different thoughts. So one of the things I've been saying I'm probably going to keep is my waterfall wall. Okay, this was something I saw on an island. I did a Nookazon trade one day, and someone had this glorious tiered waterfall behind their resident services, and I immediately came home and started the redesign. I'm like, I want that. That is so cool. Something about mine doesn't look as good as theirs. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hedges I put on top of it. In the flyover, it just doesn't... It looks fine. It looks nice. It just doesn't look as glamorous as theirs did. Maybe it's not as long. I don't know. So I've been thinking about changing it up. And it would lend me a lot of space. It would give me a lot of space back that I currently don't have access to. Because I liked the waterfall, but then I'm like, well, I need room, or I need something behind it. You know, I can't just have this waterfall wall with nothing behind it. So I started building it up on the other side, and I made these waterfalls that you can't really see from back here. You can only really see them on the flyover. So, anyway, what I thought might be cool is some kind of area above resident services, and maybe waterfalls are incorporated, but you actually can go up there and hang out. Would it be our cafe? Would it be a library sort of situation? I don't really know. Would it be... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So just thinking out loud, that is one of the things I'm kind of toying with. Is changing a lot of this up. So the other thing that occurred to me though, after all of that, is I still do like the Nova lights the way we have them, and I like this river back here, because what this has created is kind of a little, sort of a land bridge between two rivers, and I wasn't necessarily going for that, but it worked out in a fun way, and I actually do like it. But, yeah, it would probably change significantly if we made a seating area up there, for example, or something like that. What are some other... What do you guys think are some other things I could put above resident services besides the obvious things like a cafe or a library? What could you imagine if I were to take out the middle section there of mountain? What would you imagine going up there? I'm curious to get some thoughts on this. Animal Crossing New Horizons is the latest game in the Animal Crossing franchise, yes. A lookout spot could be cool. There is a lot to see over there now. What if we... I have a home for the tailor shop already, so that one's off the table, unfortunately. What if we stood up here? Like, you can actually, you know, that's actually kind of a cool lookout. Some kind of picnic spots. Now, imagine, though, it has to fill up quite a bit of space. A blossom viewing area or a picnic? This is a pretty long mountain we're talking about flattening out here, so one little picnic area might be a little too small. Like, this is a big spot that I'm in. More blue flowers. I will incorporate the blue roses. Picnic / shooting star area. Now, let's look at that, because another thing that occurred to me is I love the Nova lights so much. What if we doubled down on Celeste recipes up here? I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of the ones I have around the museum, obviously, because we're changing the museum a lot. So that would free us up. I could use a couple more crescent moons and Nova lights, things like that. Things like that could be really cool. A lookout area with sunken waterfall. So the waterfall goes both ways, maybe. I don't know if I have enough room for that. At least how I'm imagining it would look. Do a park. I mean, park is kind of vague, so I'm trying to think a little bit more specific. Regular hardwood trees that turn to cherry blossoms in April. True, I don't want to make a whole design though for only 12 days of the year, you know what I mean? Do you have a telescope? You could put that at a picnic area. Yeah, we could, because it could be both, right? We could do a picnic area on one side of it and then do like, yeah, like more, decorate it with this somewhat fairy theme or, you know, Celeste theme kind of stuff. Welcome back to Mara. Some interesting ideas. I'm trying to, once I get my head around them. See, by the way, I like these blossom viewing lanterns quite a bit. I have not found a spot yet, but I'm going to incorporate these on the island somewhere. Rest assured. A Celeste Stargazing picnic area. A bamboo viewing area. Okay, what is that like? A bamboo viewing area. I was thinking bamboo would go somewhere else. But I don't... Oh, you know what? I was thinking it would go around the museum, actually. But I'm not even married to that idea, honestly. I would do for the museum. Put a tent and a telescope near it. That could be Celeste's little study area. That could be kind of cool, too. See, yeah, you kind of imagine Celeste camping out more by the museum than you do resident services, right? That is something that does come to mind. Small Atlantis theme, like sea stuff. Are you thinking like mermaid furniture and things like that? Because I've never really loved this furniture. That might be very disagreeable to some of you. Just not my thing, I guess. At least not a lot of it. Spitting good ideas here on fire. Yeah, I don't know if I want too many shell items. Although some of them look really good when you combine them with like this fountain here, like has a couple of cool customizations that would look really cool with certain items. Maybe something to do with Isabel since your resident services. I'm not sure what that would be though. But yeah, maybe, so we have bamboo partitions, we have all the bamboo furniture. So yeah, bamboo's come up a couple times. Maybe there's something we could do there. I don't know. There's a lot of things. What I don't know is, do I want to keep, what if I don't want to change it too much? And I think I do. I think I'm pretty, I've had this waterfall area for a while. I think I'm ready for a change. The one thing we need to do before I commit to that is count the staircases, because I'm going to want 2 staircases going up there. And right now, I think I'm maxed out. We have 4. All 8 staircases are being used up north on the island. That's the bad news. The good news is that my redesign is going to earn me back 2 staircases. So I know I can't point to anything, but where the museum is in the top left, you see 4 staircases. That's because I put the museum up on 2 layers and then wanted a big grand entrance. Well, now I'm going to be sinking the museum down, and I'm only going to use 1 to 2 staircases to get down to it. I'm imagining using 2, but since I haven't even started the project yet, it could even just be 1. And then that's also going to double as the entrance to the secret beach. So the museum's going to be very close to where it is now, just sunken down, and then you're going to be able to walk around it to get to the secret beach. So I'm not going to need a staircase going down from behind Able Sisters where it is right now or anything like that. All that area is going to change on the top left corner of the map into this new sunken kind of museum area. And that's where I was thinking bamboo would look really good, because it's going to need to be, I think, a little bit jungly over there, right? So I'm going to need stuff that's tall. So I'm imagining a lot of bamboo stalks in that area. Anyway, that'll earn me back 2 staircases, which, if we go through with this design over by resident services, if I guide your eyes back to resident services right now, I would be able to use those 2 staircases, one on either side, to make a nice, cool little symmetrical area. You know, which would be kind of neat. Or, hear me out, we only need 1 staircase, because here's the thing. While resident services has this cool symmetrical thing going on around it right now, we have to remember, on this side of resident services, we have a canal. But on the other side, we're not going to have that. So what if we don't put... There's already so much to do and see on this side of the island. So we leave the staircase off of this side of our new mountain behind resident services. We come over here and get out of the way. Since there's no canal over here, we need more stuff to do, right? So that's when the staircase appears. Boom, right here. Or more like right here. And that's how you get up onto this thing. So there's only 1 entrance. So maybe the cliff we make is a symmetrical cliff, but there's only one staircase that gets you up there. That's the plan. For now. That's my fictional plan. I think maybe you guys are into it. I don't know. Little Chinatown place with the ramen shop. I want to do that somewhere too because I've seen some really cool ramen shops. But yeah, maybe not over here. Well, you know it's on when I start eating the pumpkins. You know something's going down when I start filling my guts up with pumpkins because that means I've made a decision. And the decision is to start digging up trees. Come on, trees. You served your purpose. Thank you for your time on this little cliff top area we've made. It was cool seeing you every day. But you know what? We're gonna need to move you. I need another pumpkin, I just realized. Let's go ahead and fill this in. A cinema or a library. I did, and I didn't really rule out library, but I did say out of all the ideas, like the ones I feel like are too obvious would be library or cafe up here. Not that I'm against them. It's just I do feel like they'd be a bit obvious. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this water back here so we can walk around. And we have a lot. This creates a lot of work for us. Hey, Brooklyn. Okay. I'm going to pick up, well, I want to pick up my flower lamps, but I've also kind of loaded my inventory with stuff here, so let's just finish what we were doing over here first before I start filling up on even more stuff. How about a writing area? A place where you can go, look at the canal, relax, do some work. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. I can see doing like some tables and stuff next to the river and then like having some typewriters or something on them. It could end up here too. I have a couple we all kind of brainstormed real quick and I have a few different ideas now bouncing around in my head as to what we could do up here. But let's start with what we got. I need to run and drop off some of these bushes. We will revisit them. I'm not going to sell them. Just going to run back here and store them for now. I store a lot of my excess trees and bushes I don't want to lose track of back here. I'll have more soon. I also don't want to put down any the pink and white azaleas because they're going to go, I think, over here on this end of the canal. I think we'll stick to hydrangea on the river that runs east to west, and on this river that runs north to south, we'll put the other ones. Because I'm not doing anything with this area yet, I think I should just start filling it up with these. That's the wrong tool. I didn't mean to do that either. Fruit. Which fruit's native to the island? We have pears. It was probably my least favorite one, too. I said when we were rolling the island, I'm like, I really hope it's not pears, and it was pears. But I liked the island layout so much at the time that I'm like, all right, fine, we'll keep it. I'm going to try and put these in their own columns, so I'm going to take all the white ones and put them in their own... Oh, right, they're bloomed, so never mind. I always forget which are which, because when they're not bloomed, they look the same. But thanks to the season, not a big deal. So we're just storing these right now. These are not their permanent homes. You have apples? Nice. The only reason I don't like pears is because they're green like the leaves, and I just think that they blend in too much, so I don't think the trees are as nice looking as literally any other fruit. You guys, these lamps right here were so hard to place. I had to terraform around every single one of them. It's going to be easier to pick them up than it will be to tear them down. Or to place them down, I mean. Oranges, which is fine, I guess. Kind of wanted apples again. Maybe it was pears. Pears look a lot like leaf eggs, too. They're just kind of... I don't know. To me, they're just boring. That was I think that was my fruit in New Leaf as well. We have to waterscape before we can tear down the hill, right? So let's go ahead and start filling these in. Goodbye, waterfall wall. It was fun. This cliff will likely have waterfalls on it somewhere. Oops. Here, let's do this in columns here. I don't know if this will be faster. It just feels like breaking it up will be faster. Down. Oh, oops. Hey, Lyra. How's it going? Tackle this cliff side here. I'm going to find a new use for these little lamps, by the way, too. I love these things. All right. And I guess for now I'm going to get rid of these other waterfalls, because they're kind of eating into the space a little bit. You haven't touched the game in over 10 months. Oh, man. I've been playing it every day since it came out. At least a little bit. Sometimes I just log in and do Just a couple of quick checks in the store and stuff and then log out for the day, but a little bit every day. All right. Wow, it's a lot quieter over here. So, it's pretty cool. We got all this set up. What I need to figure out next is the layout. What's the plan for behind resident services now? Well, yeah, we were talking about that, and it sounds like a lot of us like the idea of kind of a nice stargazing area and or viewing area, because we're creating this really cool canal back here, and it feels like it'd be really fun to have a spot that, you know, gives you a little bit of a view of it from up here. But then it could also double as a great place to, you know, gaze at shooting stars. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, this is still pretty low. So what would it look like? What would it look like if it was at this level? Now this would cost us guaranteed another staircase. Not much better, because now it's just foggy back there. Like, you can't really see what's going on over there at all. Keep in mind, too, I might encroach on this little Novolite river we have back here, because you can barely see it unless you're in this view. And I might move the Novolites somewhere else. I'm still thinking on that one. I have always thought these are pretty cool in this river like this. And because they're here, they're tying together with, I think, the other end of the canal up there pretty well. This might be one of those that takes quite a bit of overthinking to get right. Lots to consider here. You could have the Novolites around your stargazing area. Yeah, I could. I think what's disappointing is that you can't put these little grassy areas centered on a river that runs 4 spaces wide. And I don't regret not having it like 5 spaces wide, because then I could have centered it. But it is cool to have them, because I made this one 3, and then I was able to center up the little islands in there. I like the contrast of the Novolites on the blue water. So maybe the solution is to move the Novolites over here onto this little shoreline. And give them some kind of, I don't know. You can do a diagonal 2 squares and plant some flowers on them. In the middle of your river. I guess. I think it would, I don't know. I'm worried it would also clutter the river. So here's something that also I'm remembering. We did talk about making this cliff up here its own little Celeste-style area. Because this is all going to get destroyed, I'm going to go ahead and grab the crescent moons. Steal those and bring them back over here. What if we got rid of that water in favor of a bigger cliff area? What's the statue in front of the museum? I know I've put up a lot of fake statues. I don't remember what it was called now. I don't know if I want to do it. Let's just start. I guess I can always put it back, right? Going with the animal? Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but it's the fake version of it. Motherly statue, thank you. Yeah, it's the fake version of the motherly statue. It is very creepy. I regret putting it there as well as you guys regret having seen it. So, don't worry, I'm not offended by that. My pockets are full. What have I done? Let's go put some flowers on the beach, first of all. Just trying to keep them organized over here. And let's go sell some stuff because I have a feeling I've got some junk accumulated thanks to all the balloons today. Sure, we're getting a lot done. Okay. Thinking, don't need that. Oh wow, never mind. It was just that one thing, and I'm keeping the hedges because I always use hedges. So, 10 people are kind of weird. Okay, I've reclaimed just a little bit of inventory space from that. These Turkey Day garden stands, or whatever they're called, are perfect, by the way, for our design. This canal we've created. I don't know where exactly they're going to go, but they're perfect. They fit the aesthetic so well. So we're going to make use of them. I'm not exactly sure how yet. It could be that we surround the bridge, the corners of the bridges with them. Like, and put something on top. Where'd they go? So you could put them somewhere in here and display something on them. I don't know. Alright. Let's fill this in. I'm going to keep the row of water above me. And that's because I might actually use it. This might be where, like, a waterfall kind of spills into it. You guys are way more cultured than I am. You understand all that artwork. Yeah. To me, it's just a creepy statue. I would have, you know, probably benefited from an art history class at some point. Mert Animations, you made it. Congrats. Welcome. Do I have room for those blue roses? I have exactly 2 spaces. Why, that's the perfect amount of room. Oops, still messed it up. Okay, cool. We could put the roses on the beach. We've been keeping those all down here. Okay. How's everyone's night? Well, my night's good. I don't know about everybody, but my night's good. Okay, let's extend this little mountain back here by maybe 1 space. The roses on the beach look confusing but cool. Oh, that's not their permanent home. They do, yeah, I wouldn't keep them there, but all of my flowers that are just, I'm trying to hold on to and not lose, I'm just shoving onto the beach right now. Beatrice finally got their island to 3 stars. Congrats. Have fun with terraforming. It changes everything. Congratulations. I might want to go 2 spaces instead of 1, by the way. Okay. When I walk on this path here, do we see the cliffside? No. No. Okay, that's kind of good. So, here's what I'm thinking. It comes out 1 more. And then we dig some water right underneath it. There used to be bananas. In previous games, you could get coconut and banana trees. As recently as New Leaf, and we haven't seen the bananas return. I do hope that is a future update. A present! Right where I'm standing, and it fell in the water. Great. There was only 1 tile it wasn't supposed to fall in. It was that row of them. My night's been nice. Been playing the forest with friends. Nice, nice. Sounds like a cool night. Bring bananas back. With the summer update, exotic fruits. That was something I'd considered they might do too. When are we gonna get those back? I do feel like this game is perfect for those, as I'm sure a lot of us feel that way. And we just never saw the return of those exotic tropical fruits, which to me feels like a big missed opportunity. Let's be smart about this. We're gonna. That off a little bit. Okay, I think I've created... Yeah, okay, I kind of rounded that edge right there, which is cool. So this zone right here that I'm making is just kind of a little strip of water for waterfalls to kind of spill into. You think there should be boats? Well, they could reintroduce that... Was it like a turtle or someone who brings you to far-off places? We have that dock, and it's going unused, and he always had a little boat you jump in. Captain, yeah. I think I hear Rosie continuing to jam out. Oh, why did that not work? Why is that not working? Didn't I do it over here? Or did I accidentally... Oh. I guess I only rounded one corner. Okay, well, we'll round the corner everyone can see then. There we go. So, little waterfall catch zone. And this creates a pretty interesting little space. And now we can walk all the way over to here so we can actually see the lights coming on the street lamps, which is really cool. We get a really nice view of what's going on over there, which is neat. So this does create a nice viewing area. Now, we could put all kinds of stuff up here like we talked about. The first thing I want to figure out is where the heck is the staircase going to go? So, I have a couple ideas, but I think the most obvious thing is down here. Take our terraforming tool. We bring this out a little bit. And I'm going to match this on both sides. Smash this. Smash this. Okay. Same thing over here. Oops. Didn't mean to do it that way, but whatever. Oi. Can you create water behind the second layer? I'm not sure if I understand the question. Livestream is quality approved. Appreciate that. Okay, so anyway, we have the... Oh, that's not gonna... Symmetry-wise, that's not going to work too well. All right, well, let's revisit that. Anyway, this is kind of where a staircase would go, is somewhere in here. Unfortunately, there's not enough area to round the edges of it like I want to, so that's not ideal. Is it okay if I make a video on your island's dream address? It's amazing. Yeah, feel free. Be sure to tag me in it. Feel free to share the address. Yeah, that'd be cool. Thanks. Alright, I need a new plan with this staircase idea. Imagine doing a symmetry. I know. Oops. So the staircase where I wanted it didn't quite work out. That's okay. It could go on the side. That's not a crime. It could literally go right in front of where I'm standing and just kind of hang off the edge a little bit. This path would still exist where it is, because there's going to be a bridge here now. So that path is, you know, the path is set in stone. Sorry about the pun. You could put the bushes on the ends to hide the non-rounded edges. I could. Do I just get ideas from Google? I look a lot on Reddit and Instagram and YouTube and then just kind of adapt them for my own style. Sometimes I regret having chatter on your island. Or cheddar, you mean? A lake or a pond with cherry blossoms? I actually got rid of a lake. That was part of the project we did. If you did go to my dream address, you'd see what I had going on. Prior to that, and there's a big lake in the top middle of town. So, let's just see what this looks like if I have 1, 2, 3 out. There'd be a staircase right in here. Now remember, we're only going to put one staircase. So it would be right here. How would it look with the paths? So, oh gosh, I gotta start erasing paths because this wooden path is really confusing me. This thing no longer has any relevance. Hey Carters, how's it going? How do I get that shovel thing that terraforms? You have to get yourself to 3 stars, and once you do, you unlock terraforming. I think the terminal inside resident services will unlock additional features as well with Nook Miles. You only need to unlock them once. But getting 3 stars is the key. So just plant flowers, place down some fences, some furniture. 3 stars isn't a super tough one to get once you've done a little bit of customizing. It's kind of hard not to get it once you start placing stuff down. Mert Animations says I might start making Animal Crossing comic strips because I make stuff like comics and drawings. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot of people doing that. Alright. So, the one thing that I'm like contemplating here is how the path is going to look while being connected to this path. So, remember that we decided to line up both sides of resident services with the center of the plaza. So there would be 2 paths now, one going up to the staircase and one going up to the other section of the island. That's not where I wanted that. This bridge is going to go away. I'm having trouble paving over this. Just want to say you like the shorts a lot. And Jamates, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I enjoy making them, and I'm glad you enjoy watching them. Hope you're doing well. Without time travel, getting 3-star island takes a few weeks, assuming your island is completely untouched. Yeah, that sounds about right. You got to get through all the tutorial stuff kind of at the beginning. So yeah, without time traveling, it could take a little bit. So anyway, the path would fork really early, right? So if you were leaving resident services, you'd have one path inviting you to go up to the stairs, and then another one inviting you to just keep going this way. So maybe between those 2 paths, you'd put some shrubs or something, just to keep people from, like, jumping over and just going up the stairs. I don't know if I necessarily love the staircase here because of the way the path is going to look. It's going to look kind of funky. What I am interested in, though, is the idea that maybe the staircase is over here somewhere, and so this pathway, it goes up, but you can hang a left turn to get up on to this thing. I wonder if that's our compromise. Oops. Where's the center is the question. Do you center it up with these little doots that I've put here, or do you center it up with from here to here? Good question, me. Where's my regular shovel? That's not what I meant to do. So we got 2 there. 1, 2. Erase that. So that would put the staircase right here, and then boom, you're up. Alright, Koala, we'll see you later. Here's a would you rather question. Flatten or restart completely? For this island, I did neither because restarting completely would really hurt me emotionally, I think. I have a lot of time spent on this island. There's been a lot of memories in the last year, and I just couldn't do that with this island. And then flatten is also not the route I went for this particular design. I've just been redoing everything in sections. So in this island's case, neither. If I had a second island that I didn't have as much emotional attachment to, then I think I would just start it over. Because I do enjoy the beginning stages of the game. And flattening would, I think by the time I got finished flattening my island, I'd be so exhausted that I wouldn't be interested in redesigning it. I think I'd put the game down for a while after that. So, those are my thoughts there. I think this is the perfect spot for a staircase, by the way. So I think it's decided. And this area is going to become sort of a, like we talked about it, like a stargazing area. And I think there's some other stuff we should do now that we have a staircase plan in place. So what I was thinking was it'd be pretty cool to put down a couple of other little nodes, if you want to call them that. Hills? I don't know. Let me just play around with it. Three might be the wrong number. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, let me think about this. So we can still... Oops. Wait. Okay, hold on. Put this back. If we did 3 by 3 here... Whoop. Oh! There's a... Yeah, we can't do that. Dang it. Sorry, trying to catch up on chat messages here. I'm going to have to move, get a little closer. Instead of flattening, I would only flatten part of the island, just a small part to decorate that part. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I feel like I would restart in a couple of years. I don't play Animal Crossing as often, but since I play it fairly regularly now, I would flatten. Lauren, hello to you. Sebastian's back. I would have an emotional reaction as well. I mean, I let Cousteau go. I freaking cried. Becca says I'd 100% flatten. I'm too emotionally attached to ever fully delete my island. I've had since day one, including a couple starting villagers, despite having their amiibos. Someone has bells or mile tickets. Okay. So, yeah, I think the emotional attachment to Animal Crossing is definitely real. And it would definitely dictate my decision. So anyway, I'm moving this little idea I have back. I'm trying to see if I like it. So what I would do is make this little like circle. So to me, that's kind of out of the way. And on top of it, and we might have to actually just terraform a spot here. Okay, let's climb up. I would put the crescent moon chair. Don't know where it went. Okay, here we go. First of all, can I spin it? No. So hopefully I can get the next one to face opposite. That's exactly how I wanted it to face. I just hope I can get the other one to do the same, but opposite. Let's try this real quick. Can I climb up here? Oh, you can. And does that mean I can push it? Yeah. But I can't pull it back? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. So could I waterscape up there with as much, I guess, would you call it damage that I've done to that little mountain? Let's try this. Let's pop up here. I'll try doing this without adding more mountain. Let's waterscape in the middle. Can I do it? It's not liking me. Oh, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Okay, so no little waterfalls coming off this. It's too small. You don't want to have to get all your DIYs again, Cat 2? Yeah, flattening would prevent that too. Nice saturation in the video, by the way. I can't wait till my mother finds my Elgato HD60s. Yeah, I had to add a little bit of saturation. It needed it. All right, so the idea would be to make an exact copy of this on the opposite end. Let's measure out how many spaces away. That's 4. Okay. I guess I'll just make 4 holes. Sure. So I don't want to create too many extra hills up here, because what that's going to do is, block your view. Like the whole point of this area, part of the whole point of this area was like a viewing area, right? So we don't want to block it. I do hope this is even. Best autofill was Marina. I haven't autofilled since Harry autofilled. Yeah, I don't want to autofill anymore. I think I can't even remember the last autofill I had villager-wise. They definitely seem evenly spaced here, looking down at the bushes and stuff. So, yeah, I think we did this right. Let's climb up here. Place down the chair. Perfect. I don't know if there's room. I think there'll be room for a flower on either side if we want to do any flowers, but this is kind of cool. So this is very suggestive now of a stargazing area. I haven't even played with any Nova lights yet or anything. You got Bob as an autofill? Wow. That's pretty impressive. So because I did say I'm going to want some waterfalls spilling into this thing, I'm just kind of lining it up with the staircase over there. That should be perfectly aligned. I think having one here, one here, I think that'll look pretty good on the flyover. I feel like the Brewster thing's gotten to the point with Waluigi and Smash thing. That's accurate. Yeah. If he doesn't come out this year, it's going to be like that. Just vibing with the chat right now. People have harassed Nintendo over it way too much. It's no guarantee at this point. Oh, and it's a guarantee no at this point. I don't think it'll... I think he'll make it into the game. I just don't... I'm personally trying not to worry about it too much. Should we maybe put, like, a little something here? I don't know. Just, like, in memory of our waterfall wall that was back here. Feels like it just needs a little something. Anyway, we still have Novalites that I would love to find a home for. I'm just not exactly sure how I want to put the flooring down on this area just yet. But anyway. Yeah, if we're not careful, we're just going to get like a Brewster statue. They're like, here you go. You want a Brewster? This is us reminding you that we know Brewster is a character in Animal Crossing. Enjoy. Oh, we got a balloon in the distance. Way back here. Always had goosebumps when I went to Brewster back in Wild World times. So cozy. That, you know, yeah, Wild World Brewster was probably my favorite Brewster. And he collected the gyroids for you, which was really helpful. Let's not forget that. I don't even know if I like these waterfalls. I don't know. I'm getting to that point again where I'm overthinking. I still got a lot of work to do in this area because it's not in a place where I was imagining it just yet. We're gonna have to do a bunch of stuff up here to make this feel like home. Yeah, we have Rossetti. He runs the rescue service. That we know. And then we have the little Rossetti statue they gave us, which was awesome. I appreciated that. His little helmet lights up, which is cool. So let's take everybody on a quick walk around what we've done so far tonight. I moved Nooks over here from last night's stream so we could, you know, edit the area a bit. And today that's what we did. We've decided this bridge is going to stay. I'm undecided on this bridge. And this bridge lines up perfectly with resident services, so I'm happy with that. And we've made a new entrance for Nook's Cranny, and we just decided to go ahead and move it back. So Nook's Cranny now has a new home. It's going to have an included tiny little farmer's market and pumpkin farm, which is exciting. And let's see, what else are we doing? We have, these trees are just placeholders. I just wanted to see how they look back here. On the other side, we've added a new bridge, so we're going to have both of the bridges going up to the north half of the island set up tomorrow, which is awesome. So we did a lot of work tonight. Even though everything I pointed out only took me a few seconds, it took a while to create all this. Over here, we've started to kind of lay out the new path, but there's going to be a lot we need to do. And for next weekend, for the streams we're doing, we're going to start creating our villager plots on this side of the river. On this side, we have a shopping district. So on this side is going to be a neighborhood. So we have about, I think we said 4 different villager homes that we need to create plots for. And that should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing that, which means I need to take the 4 or 5 houses that are here and start moving them around. I have a feeling that Monty is actually going to move next to Rosie because their houses look so similar. So I think they'll look really nice side by side. And then Dom, I need to move up into the hills. These are all things I'm going to be doing off camera, by the way, now the stuff I'm listing. So Dom would be up here next to Zucker. This is my mountain area. I'm looking forward to decorating this with you guys. I'm going to pick these pumpkins because I'm going to go ahead and plant them too. Come on, pumpkins. What's the code for those stones under the street lamps? I don't have it on hand. I'm really sorry. I wish I knew. I can show you what they're called so you can search for them. They're the same. They're in the same library as these too. So there's circular stone 1, for example. The same creator, I think, made flower stone and small circle stone. So if you were to type literally small circle stone into the search, you should find this in what I imagine would be a whole mess of things. And then you can favorite the creator code when you find it, and then go through the favorites and find them, and you should find all their stuff. Sorry, I know that's like not super helpful. So Dom will go up there, and then someone's going to go here. I'm thinking it might be Elvis. It could be Raymond. I don't know. Someone's going to go right here, though. And then that'll leave me with Cat's house, Raymond or Elvis, whichever one doesn't move, Kiki, Ribot. I think that's it. So about 4 houses we need to set up some yards for and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think this Canal Street's going to look really awesome. And we'll also need to pick a place for a 3rd bridge. But I'm not gonna do that off camera. What I am gonna do off camera is get rid of all these staircases that I'm climbing right now, and I'm gonna move the museum. I'm gonna get it out of here so we can take this whole area that I'm standing in and flatten it out. We're gonna start fresh over here, and we're gonna create a sunken museum entrance. The one area I'm not thrilled about getting rid of is this, because I actually really love the way this little tropical corner turned out. So we may recreate this somewhere else. Not to spec or anything. It's not going to be exactly the same, but similar. Something similar, because I really like it. Happy birthday, Tamara. Hopefully it was a good one. Ice Cream got Animal Crossing on their birthday last year. You didn't have the GameCube one. Oh yeah, that was my first one. So good. Yeah, I love this corner. So I might do something similar in the future somewhere else. In any case, the Sunken Museum project will begin hopefully next weekend if I do a good job of getting rid of all these staircases. And the museum. That's 5... No. That's not... Well, because the museum I can move and I can get rid of a staircase. So I got 4 staircases to get rid of and 1 museum to move. And if I do that... Oh! And then, live on camera, we're going to smash my rock garden. So you won't want to miss that. I'm literally going to smash the rock garden. It's going to go away. All 6 rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna eat 6 pumpkins, and I'm going to smash the rocks. Because I have to. Because we're redesigning the area. So I'm smashing these, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned... These rocks are going away. I might just turn on the robot back here. I might have him do it. So I don't have to. Love how you're redoing the island to make it look better. And it looked way better than mine before. I think everyone feels that way about their own island, don't they? How did I do it with the rocks? There's some guides out there. It's kind of a whole thing, but there are guides you can follow out there. You'll have to redo your rock garden. I know. I've accepted it. Let me figure out what order I should plant these pumpkins in. We should do maybe orange. How many colors are there? There's only 3. Orange, yellow, green, and white. So there's 4. So we could do orange, yellow, green, white, orange. Or we should orange, white, orange, green, orange, yellow. We plant the orange, traditional-looking pumpkins on these darker patches. That's what I'm going to do. I can drop or I can eat. I thought I could plant. Oh, there we go. We'll start with the orange ones. I wanted to get this farm planted now, you know? Because it's going to take it a few days to grow anyway. And this will be a nice little money-making spot. Welcome back, Becca. All right, let's tuck these next ones down here. So we can do the white pumpkins. As you can see, I don't have a lot of these, so it'd be nice to have a few more, I guess, if I ever need to craft with them. I think we could do green in the middle. It's so nice when you can finally order the colors of the pumpkins the way you like. Yes. Yeah. When I planted them, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't realize they were just going to randomly give me all these different ones. And for some reason, it seems like more colors are rare than others. And like, this is weird. I don't know why they did it this way. So I did green in the middle, and now I got to do yellow up here, I think. I hope I got this right. Cool. Let's get watering out of the way now. Nice. Those will take a few days, but worth it. I'm glad we got that done. Let's sell some stuff. Boy, we did a lot. All right, I'm going to sell excess pumpkins. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do with all of these different things here. Yellow, green, and white all have the same odds. Orange is a higher chance because it's the color you're expecting pumpkins to be. And they're the ones used. Are they used the most for crafting is what you're trying to say? Method, how's it going? White, green, and yellow are just for customization, so they're not entirely necessary for spooky items. Oh, is that so? I didn't, it's been so long now. I just didn't remember. Well, that makes sense then. Cool. So yeah, we have a lot ahead of us. As you can see, the entire front of Resident Services is now obsolete with the way we've decided to go with our new paths. So there's a lot of stuff we got to do there. The whole museum area and the neighborhoods. And I got to figure out where my house is going to go. I have no idea. I've not decided that at all yet. It's probably going to go somewhere over here, if I'm being honest, because if I put a big village or neighborhood on the opposite end of the island, there's not going to be anything over here anymore. Like, Dom's house is moving, Cat's house is moving. Hey, Leo. So, anyhow. Whew. That was quite a bit. Let's do our KK concert, because why not? Of course. Let's go for I'm in a mood. And I am feeling good. Cool. All right, everybody. I'm going to let KK play us out with KK Parade. Please enjoy. I will see you next weekend when we do some more island editing. And I got videos coming out all week on the channel. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Hit the like button on the stream if you enjoyed yourself this evening. And look out for more streams very soon. I'm going to have them scheduled out at least 24 hours, 12 to 24 hours in advance. So just keep your eyes out on the channel, especially on the front page. I have an upcoming stream shelf, and it'll appear there. So, cool. I will see you guys next time. Please stay safe, and have a good night. Catch you later.
Me na me na me na quick na quick me now na me quick me now me na me quick me na me na me quick me na me na me na me me na me quick me na me me na me quick me na me na me na me me na me quick me na me me na me quick me na me na me na me 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 na me quick me na me me na me quick me na me na me na me me Lâm bằng, qua ung chư nhà tu ta bằng tu, có tu chư bao giờ tu